Hello students, welcome to Math Skills Gym. The skill we will be mastering today is completing the square. This is part of quadratic functions and quadratic equations. To complete the square, our objective would be to convert a quadratic expression ax squared plus bx plus c into the form a times x plus h squared plus k. The steps for completing the square are shown in the orange box at the bottom of the page. Number 1. Consider the non-constant terms, that is, the terms with x in them. Number 2. Make sure that the coefficient of x squared is 1. In other words, a is equals to 1. Number 3. Half the coefficient of x. In other words, you divide b by 2. Number 4. You will write a bracket containing x plus b over 2 from the above two steps and square the sum of them. Number 5. Subtract the excess b over 2 squared. Number 6. You will simplify the constant term that you are left with. And finally, number 7. The final answer should be in the form x plus h squared plus k and multiplied with whatever a you have. Let us look at example 1. Complete the square for the expression x squared plus 2x plus 3. The orange box is on the screen to remind us of the steps. First, let us write down the expression on our answer sheet. Step 1. Consider the non-constant terms. You can see that I have boxed it up in blue, x squared plus 2x. Let's just look at these two. Step 2. Make sure that the coefficient of x squared is 1. In this case, this question, the x squared has coefficient 1. So I'm just going to write in the second line and keep everything the same but leave a space after the x terms. Step 3. We are going to halve the coefficient of x. As you can see on the screen, the coefficient of x is 2. I'm going to go ahead and divide it by 2. After I divide the circled number 2 by 2, I'm going to add it to the end of the x terms like you see on the screen shown by the arrow, so 2 over 2. Step 4, we are going to write in a perfect square form. Look at the screen, I have circled the first three terms, x squared plus 2x plus 2 over 2, which is what we have got from the previous step. By observation, the three terms in the box will simplify to x plus 1 squared. Step 5, we need to subtract the excess b over 2 squared because we have added it in order to make a perfect square. This gives us what you see in the third line. The first part, x plus 1 squared, was from the first three terms. And you have to subtract 1, which is 2 over 2 squared, and you copy plus 3 at the end. Step 6, let us simplify the constant term. As you can see, I've circled in blue for this step. So we will get negative 1 plus 3 is plus 2. Now go ahead and pause this video and try to do this question yourself before rewinding and checking your steps. Example 2. Complete the square for the expression x squared minus 4x plus 7. Let us write the expression on our answer sheet and remind ourselves of the steps for completing the square. First, I'm going to consider all the x terms, x squared and minus 4x. Next, I'm going to check that the coefficient of x squared is 1, which it is. And then we are at step 3. I'm going to look at the coefficient of x, which is minus 4, and I'm going to divide it by 2. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take 4 divided by 2, which is 2, and add it to the end after squaring it. Now, since I have added an excess of 2 squared, I need to subtract it back. So I minus 2 squared so that the equation is still valid. After you have done all these, take some time to look at the expression you have written. You will notice that the first three terms, x squared minus 4x plus 2 squared, makes the perfect square of x minus 2 whole thing squared, as you can see underlined in blue on the screen. Now again look at the expression you have written. Our goal is to reach the form x plus h whole thing squared plus k. So we need to simplify the constant term. The constant terms are underlined in green, so negative 2 squared plus 7 gives us negative 4 plus 7, which gives 3 as underlined in green on the screen now. This is our final answer in vertex form. Now go ahead and pause this video and try to do this question yourself before rewinding and checking your steps.